Okay, time to put this in. We have cleared it out as best as I could have put this fancy pattern. It doesn't do anything, it just for show looks or whatever. So let's put this in. Okay, so to get this thing out, we pulled out three pieces. There's the bottom piece, the second piece, and then the top cover. So now that we've opened up this side will flow directly into the intake over here. So hopefully it will improve a little bit of throttle response. So none of these mods that I've done so far are going to increase power. It's just going to increase the power, improve the power delivery. The absolute power of the car is more or less determined by the map. So until you do a remap, you will not feel the top peak powers go up, but the power delivery will definitely improve. It will become smoother, it will become more responsive, and it's going to work a little better that way. Okay, so this piece, let's put this in. It's pretty simple, it just slides into place. You'll see these tabs over here. This thing goes underneath the tabs. You can see the tabs, this tab and this tab, it just slides in underneath that. Once this is in place, you need to, the two screws we pulled out yesterday, this is one screw which goes in here. So the way I'm going to try to do this is, it's a little tricky because the thing doesn't have the self-tapering screws and I don't want the screws to fall into the engine bay. So I'm going to hold it in place with one hand and try to position the screw from here. Actually, if I think I can actually put this piece in, this piece should hold it up a little bit better. So this piece goes into the air filter, air box, and holds this piece in place. There are 1 clip, 2 clips, 3 clips which go into the spots over here. So let's try doing that first. I think that will be a better idea. Slide this in place, and then this thing should lock into place automatically. Yeah. Okay, so this clip broke off. That's alright. Not a load bearing piece. Now it should be a lot easier to put this in place. Just gonna hold it in here. Screwdriver. Hold the screw in place, and yes. So don't tighten this down fully, you got to align this first, and then we can tighten everything down. So yeah. So here we go. And then loosen this side, give it some slack, tighten it back up. Yeah. And the last piece to go on. This thing is simple, slide on. Slides onto that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So everything being removed, we put back in. I broke this little tiny tab over here, so I just use a zip tie or something and just hold this in place. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah. So there, open intake in front, and we are good to go. Okay, so test drive. Right now the car is cold, so I'm not gonna push it. But even on a cold car, you can feel that the throttle response is improved quite a bit. So that dead zone and the lag within the throttle has completely gone. I mean, it's still there, it's a turbo car, so there'll be some lag. But yeah, I can still feel the car respond a lot better. I mean, it's not a butt dyno thing, you can actually feel it respond a lot better. So we'll let the oil temperature get up to normal, at least 90-95, then we can push it. Okay, so initial driving impressions after the second intake port was opened. There's definitely a noticeable change in throttle response. Obviously your overall power will remain the same, but the throttle response really goes up. If you get some empty space to push, pull or whatever, good enough. Yep. Yeah. Throttle response really goes up in this car. Yep. So this thing definitely helps. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but the car has gotten a you can hear the diverter valve going off in this car. I don't think it's going to come up on the camera that easily, but yeah, it's there. Yeah, you can hear it. Definitely a lot more audible than before.